Everyone in this earth has a past, a present, and a future. It is not easy to put it in words how my life has turned out to be. My life's been like a roller coaster, full of ups and downs. In the short 22 years of my life, I have learned so much. And part of my learning experience has also caused me a lot of pain. Thanks to my mistakes and pain, I have also become a much wiser and stronger person. I would like to take you all the way back to when I turned 18 years old, onto where I see myself years from now. Most important, I would like to share events that will shape the person that I am today. September 2006, I did the Kelly Clarkson song, Breakaway. I moved out of Boston and I started my freshman year of college in Stetson University. I was on the top of the world. She was 18 years old and away from home and with a bright future ahead of me. I was your typical 18-year-old girl, a nice body, long hair, and a beautiful smile to go with it. It wasn't long before I had many boys trying to hit on me. The funny thing about that was that at 18, I still didn't know what it was like to kiss a boy. I was very innocent but ready to grow up. That same semester, I met so many new people, and I also joined a sorority, Zeta Tau Alpha. My life consisted of fun, sorority soldiers, and school. During that year, I also met my first boyfriend, who also gave me my first kiss. The only thing that I used to worry about was what I was going to wear the next day. I loved my life. Little did I know that my perfect life was going to change. Nor was I thinking that 2 years later I was going to be raising my right hand and joining the United States Army. In May 2007, I realized that I had to go back home because my father was sick. My parents needed me by their side. While in Boston, I started to look at other alternatives to pay for school, since my mom and dad couldn't afford it anymore. And one of my choices was the United States Army. So I began my research. What I found out was that not only I could serve my country, but I could also serve my country doing what I thought was going to be my future career, a doctor. Even though I had my mind set on going into the Army, around that same time I met a very special someone. He was tall, handsome, and had the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen. We started dating, and a few months later, my roller coaster with him began. After a while, we decided to take a break, and I went back to focus on myself. It was March 2008, and I joined the United States Army Reserves. After raising my right hand, I decided to tell my family and friends, and they had mixed feelings towards my decision. Immediately, my parents freaked out, thinking that their youngest daughter was going to be sent off to war. My parents, like most people, think as soon as you join the military, their daughter was going to be on a plane to war. My friend had no faith in me. They thought I was too much of a girl to be able to even complete basic training. They kept making fun of me, telling me not to pack my dresses and makeup for basic training. I took their jokes as a form of motivation to myself. One of my qualities is that I can make all the negative things thrown at me and turn them into a positive. The more they thought I wasn't going to make it, the more motivation I had to do so. A few months later, I was off to basic training. I surprised everyone by graduating basic and becoming a United States Army soldier. Who am I now? I'm still trying to figure that out myself. I joined the Army for all the right reasons, but sometimes I feel like I just don't fit in. I continue being a girly girl when I don't have my uniform on. Some people mistake the person I am as a civilian as a form of weakness. After hearing it over and over again, I'm beginning to get sick of it. Who am I outside the military? I'm also trying to figure that out. My relationship with my boyfriend officially ended this January, and it ended in really bad terms. During the last 2 years, he put me through so much, and I just sat there and took it. I even forgot how it feels for a guy to treat me right. I am glad it's over, and I'm also thankful, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be as strong-minded as I am today. I never thought an individual could have so much effect in how I look at life. I am thankful because my experience has made my skin thicker. I am more determined and focused to accomplish all my goals. I feel like I'm at a new stage in my life, and I'm learning so much from it. I look back to how much of a naive, stuck-up person I was, and now I see this young woman ready to take on the world and be successful. Now I feel like I'm finally off the roller coaster, and I see the amazing light at the end of the tunnel.